law is not usually for the faint hearted, but today we take a trip on the wild side and look at the top 10 weirdest laws around the world. Number 10, Singapore. On the 3rd of January 1992, after multiple debates, Singapore passed the ban on chewing gum. Yes, the flavorful edible press stick or blue tack we all love. Why, you may ask? Well, for starters, the Singaporeans struggled with extreme littering issues, and vandals stopped thinking out of the box and started thinking in the wrapper by using chewing gum to sabotage door sensors of MRT trains. To clarify, you are allowed to chew gum. However, importing, manufacturing, and selling could earn you a hefty fine or even some good old jail time. Quite a sticky situation, don't you think? Number 9, Japan. The Metabo law was implemented in 2008 in attempt to overcome increasing obesity rates. This unusual law subjected all people aged between 40 and 75 to an annual waist measurement check, which would be administered by employers and local government. Acceptable measurements being 33.5 inches for men and 35.4 inches for women. Crazy, right? Failure to comply results in financial penalties on companies and local governments. It seems majority of us would be obese if we were in Japan. Don't you think? Number 8, Rome. Italians have always considered themselves an animal-loving nation, and this insane yet admirable law confirms that. In 2005, the city council established that dog owners in Turan would be fined up to $650 if they fail to walk their pets at least 3 times a day. The reason, according to them, is simple: dogs need exercise. So if you're thinking about visiting or even moving to Italy, walk your dogs daily before you end up in the doghouse with the law. Number 7, Germany. Driving on the Autobahn is a dream of many motorists that aren't in Europe. I mean, just the idea of long roads with unrestricted speed limits is enough to get people to fly out and visit. Even though people jump at making this trip, many are unaware that the Autobahn comes with its own set of rules, laws, and customs. By far, the weirdest law is that it is illegal to run out of gas on the Autobahn. The law sees this as an avoidable occurrence and that there is imminent danger posed to the fast flowing traffic. Naturally, you can expect your pocket to become a bit lighter, as failure to adhere will result in you being slapped with a fine. As the people in Germany would say, Vorsicht vor der Autobahn. Number 6, Canada. It is illegal to whistle in Petrolia, Ontario. Yes, you heard right. It doesn't mean you will get chased by a SWAT team while whistling the tune of your favorite song. However, there is an actual law on the town's website stating that yelling, shouting, hooting, singing, and especially whistling is prohibited at all times. I'm guessing it's probably best to keep your whistling and singing in the shower whilst in Petrolia, Ontario. Number 5, Spain. In 2016, Benidorm's town hall voted to ban sand structures on the beach. By sand structures, I am referring to sand castles. The reason for this bizarre law remains unknown to this day, but shouldn't be taken lightly, as there have been many reports of fines of up to €150 for breaking this particular law. Eager sandcastle craftsmen will have to apply for a municipal permit before starting construction. I think it's best to leave the buckets and the shovels at home before coming to the beach in Spain, kids. Number 4, United Arab Emirates. Swearing and making rude gestures including online, are considered obscene acts, and these offenders can be jailed or even deported. It is important to take special care when you are dealing with the police or any other officials because if you are not careful, you will soon realize that the Emirati jails are nowhere as lavish as the Burj Khalifa. Number 3. In our number 3 spot today, we have Scotland. The Scottish people are usually known for being carefree and light-hearted, which are both amazing characteristics to have. However, a certain group of Scots have taken their carefree vibes a little too far and caused this crazy law to be implemented. It is illegal to ride a cow while being drunk in Scotland. I bet you have so many questions. Well, so do I. Up to this day, it is pure speculation and a few interesting conspiracy theories, but no concrete reason for this insane law. However, you should be wary that you could be jailed for up to 51 weeks or even fined £200 for breaking it. So before you have one too many whiskies and decide to go ride a cow, let that sink in. Number 2. Venice. This beautiful city is home to roughly 100,000 pigeons, which is alarming due to the fact that it is almost twice the residential amount. It seems the shocking amount of pigeons definitely ruffled somebody in power's feathers because in 2008 a law was passed which prohibited the feeding of pigeons. Now, while all this seems real harsh, it is important to consider these priceless monuments which are being picked at and streets that are littered. There is currently a citywide ban in place, so don't feed the pigeons because after you have to pay your £500 fine, you'll be flocking sorry. Number 1. We have finally made it to our number 1 destination of the day, and it is none other than Portugal. Vigo City Council in Portugal, Spain has introduced an outrageous law which bans urinating in the ocean. Yes, the ocean. It has been said that this obscene behavior is a violation of hygiene and that this new law will help mitigate environmental impacts. It is especially noteworthy that the municipality has not been able to answer how, in practice, the measure will be applied. Breaking this law will cost you €750 and your reputation for being caught for the dumbest and most undetectable crime the world has ever heard of.